Okay, I just got to my favorite place to paint. I painted this a couple of different times, and there's just like so many different compositions here that you just I don't get tired of coming out. These are some beaver ponds, about 6 miles north of the Sawtooth National Recreation Area. And the mountains back there are incredible. Today we've got overcast and some pretty amazing clouds. So how do I figure out what I'm gonna paint when I come out to go plein air painting? First thing I do is take my time. I'm in no hurry to really just jump in and paint. I want to really feel where I'm painting, and yet those clouds are really calling me. And in every direction I walk, I can find something different. I'm looking for light and shadow patterns first of all. I'm looking for places that can bring me into a picture plane, move me in. If I didn't want to do mountains, that's a nice view off to the right. Walk over to this side now. See what this kind of feels like. Got a lot of reflection in the sky, in the water from the sky. It's a little uncomfortable space though between the grass and the back tree. It's almost the same size as the trees. So that's something I think about. Let's see if I walk over here and lift it up a little higher. It's kind of pretty. Some growth in the foreground could really give me a little extra color if I chose that. The mountain back there is really beautiful. Hope I don't get rain today, but it's a possibility. I think I'm probably gonna come back to this spot. Love the trees. I love that there's a bit of a mountain to push a blue back there, but I don't have to necessarily paint too many details of the mountain. And I really like the clouds. I'm kind of thinking this might be it. So I'm gonna go get my setup, and then I'll get the camera back out again. I'm gonna show you my setup because I just bought this year at the Plein Air conference. It's called an urban goat, and what I really like is they put places for adaptions, like I can put my phone right here. I love this mount is different. It just hooks onto a piece of metal right here instead of like a camera mount, a quick release, and it's so solid. And then this is called the Photo Pro, and it's a little heavy. I don't know if I would do any hiking with it, but boy, if I'm out and I think that there's some wind or something, it is sturdy as can be. So this is a really cool little pochade. The sides come open first. This. And this side comes open. And then this opens up right here. And that's where my panel is held. It's really, really lightweight. This is where you put your brushes, palette knives, things like that. These little hooks right here can go to hold your mineral spirits. And of course there's a hook down here on this tripod to put your backpack so that it weights it down. But yeah, I'm really liking it. This is my second outing using it, and I really like it. I still love my Josh Bean too, but this one is a very, very, very close second, but maybe not even close second. Maybe they're pretty tied. But okay, I'm gonna get my panel set up. Okay, when I'm putting my panel up, this is a 14 by 18 panel, so it's pretty good size. I'm going to put it up so that it is in the shade. And most of everything I'm doing today, is in the shade because we've got overcast. But even if the sun comes out, I have my easel placed where most of my palette is in the shade, and definitely my panel is, so I can see true color. I get light blinded pretty easily. People with blue eyes struggle with the being in the sun for a long time more than people with brown eyes, believe it or not. But okay, I have a standard palette out with about almost every color that I will possibly use. My raw umber violet is here, of course, and then a couple shades of pre-made grays, just for in case. They're kind of like my cheater colors. Most everything I use is going to be up here. Got my brushes here. It's kind of cool. And I'm not going to get my palette knife and my scrapers out. So I will hook this up and let you watch the block in. I'm off the side of the freeway, so you guys are going to hear noise. Starting with an ultramarine blue ground. So I'd like to try and keep that sky pretty clean. Okay, really pale white ground, ultramarine blue. All right, let's just get the block in. Start with my horizon. Make this a little lower horizon because I do want to get some of those clouds in. So these are just some basic shape placement markings. Okay, I've put that horizon line in, and though it might not end up being really identifiable in the painting, it still has given me angles to work from. I'm kind of going over the top of it. That's not quite so strong. And then I do have some cast reflections, so I'm taking a couple of these trees, just marking about where that reflection will come. Okay, that's kind of the beginning of the drawing. Now I'm going to get my values in. Let's just get a good dark. Put the darkest values in first. Get a little sick of green after doing a lot of plein air painting out in the landscape, so trying to take a little liberties with more color. Red in there. This is my trees in front. Some of that pretty field color that's so lit up and illuminated right now. Let's put a little red in there. Okay, that back mountain, I really don't want to get too involved in that. I'm going to make it a lighter purpley blue and then fine tune it as I get close to the end. That is not very light. Grab that. All right, now I'm going to wipe my sky back a little bit. Okay, that is about what my block-in's going to be. Now, I am not going to have enough battery to film this entire painting session, but what I'll do is really start getting my ideas down, and then I'll turn it back on and let you watch the middle stages after this beginning stage, and then eventually get to the finishing stage. So, see you in a minute. Okay, I feel pretty good about my block-in. I've added just a little bit of color, and now it's about time to get started. And first of all, let me take you over and let you meet Lori and see her setup, because she has got the new Soltech right here. How do you like it, Lori?
I'm enjoying it.
You like it? Do you have enough mixing room?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
I'm used to painting with smaller outfits, and so this, I think I'm okay. I mean, I wish, like Liz says,
It was
but
the other
then
direction.
the whole box would be too big.
Right.
So I could always bring in, my own handheld palette if I want to, but so far it's working out pretty well.
Well, and I want everybody to know, Lori is using her water miscibles, Cobra, which I know I've told you guys before, but she is the ambassador for Cobra. If you ever have any questions about how to use them, let me know and I'll ask Lori. Maybe she can explain more. You have a demo though on your, you have a thing on your fine art tips.
Sure, I've got tons of it.
Tell them about your fine art tips blog.
Oh, finearttips.com or lorimcnee.com will get you there. And I've been blogging since 2009 and started sharing my own tips as well as other people's tips. And you'll find everything from gouache to oil to acrylic, watercolor, business, social media tips. There's a lot of really good stuff there.
Everything.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of fun. So thanks, Shanna. That's sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to paint over in this direction. Are you painting over here?
I think I'm going to look here.
Right this way. Okay,
today.
she's going to paint mountains over here.
If the clouds are moving though, which we're going to chase light. So
look, they're getting darker too.
Which is really beautiful.
We could get a little rain.
It looks like it. And anyway. I'm looking for my palette knife.
Well, I have an extra one if you don't.
Okay, I don't know what I did with it. It should be right here. So
okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm modulating warm and cools in the pines, warm and cools up in the sky. Haven't even started the grasses or the water yet, but I'm pretty happy with where we're at. This beautiful ochre hill will be tempered down just a little bit. The value's too dark, so it'll be a step lighter, and it'll be a little grayer. But so far, I'm liking where it's at. So, okay, it's getting there slowly but surely. Now it's time to start really working on the water in that back mountain. so that the relationships are all working. I'm liking the warms and cools and light and shadow patterns that are in the pines. I don't want to make them too strong because it'll overpower the whole painting. So I'm keeping everything pretty obscure and soft until I figure out where my hard edges are going to be. Okay, this is as much as I'm going to try and bite off for the plein air session. I probably will bring it back to Lori's studio tonight and work on it just a little bit, but I'm kind of happy with it. I like the feel. The clouds were important. I maybe when I'm finishing up, I might put a little bit of those cloud formations as reflective color and shapes in the water, but I'm not positive. I gotta live with it for a while before I make that determination, but it was really fun to do, and I'm outside and I'm painting with my dear friend, and what could be better than this, right? Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoy this video.